Hey folks, Eric Pierce here. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to build trust and authority to your private blog network without pulling out your hair and without doing a lot of extra work. We're not talking about doing any kind of complex linking structures or anything like that. This is very, very simple of how you can automate this entire process. And basically, if you recall in the previous video, in a nutshell, what we talked about was that your PBNs, your private blog networks, whether it be your age domains that you bought, whether it be your buffer sites that you bought, or whether it be your Web 2.0 networks, they need a constant stream of high authority links, social shares to boost the authority, to boost the trust to those sites. Now, the challenging part has been in the past has been doing all this without pulling out your hair, without having to learn some sort of complicated software, and without having to keep up with all these different links. What if I told you there was a way that you could automate this part of the process and get your PBNs, get your videos, get your social profiles, high quality links from these types of sites, get links, get social shares, and get real activity. And once you drip out new content, have it automatically published to these accounts. Literally, you can set up hundreds of accounts to drip out this content automatically, and you don't even have to worry about it anymore. So I want to show you the software that I've been using over the course of the last month. The software is called Syndwire. So I want to go ahead and open this up real quick. You can see right here we're in the Syndwire dashboard. Now, Syndwire has a lot of different features. I'm going to show you the things that I feel like has the most power and why I feel like you need to be using Syndwire and why I'm personally using Syndwire as well. I'm integrating directly with my Rank Gold platform. Now, if you've not followed along, Rank Gold, will post to your private blog networks, and it randomizes everything in such a fashion. Well, what we're able to do is we're able to pull the links from Rank Gold and then drop them into Syndwire and get social activity going to these private blog networks and to our Web 2.0 private blog networks. And it also works really well for helping you rank your YouTube videos. So I just want to go through real quick. You can see the dashboard here. You can see what I've had going on over the last couple of days. But essentially what this will allow you to do is you can set up different types of campaigns. First of all, let's go to the Accounts tab. You can see this will allow you to import Facebook profiles, Facebook fan pages, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, Twitter profiles. You've got all these different platforms that it will post to. Now, the cool thing about this is you can import multiple accounts. So you can see across the board here, I've got multiple accounts in each one. So this is 5 different Facebook profiles, 5 different Facebook fan pages, 5 different Facebook groups, 5 different LinkedIn profiles, 5 different Twitter profiles, okay? So whenever we add our links and we add our URLs, it's going to drip out to those different profiles. If we want to drip them out to every one of them, we can. If we want to just select a few, then we can do that as well. So really, it's all about using a system in order to be able to drip out these links to your PBNs to build authority and trust and make them look as real as humanly possible. And like I said before, this will also work if you're sending social shares to your brands, like your brand, Facebook brands, your Twitter brands, as well as your YouTube videos. Now, the cool thing about this is we go to publish, we can publish it either, we can publish a status update. If you go right here to status updates, you can see this is the Facebooks, the Twitters, and then we got bookmark option. So you go right here, this is like bookmarking sites. You can see you've got Delicious, Friend Feed, Folk, you've got several here. And then you can also do blog posts. It will post to WordPress and that type of stuff, right? So you've got those 3 different options. Now, where the real power comes into Syndwire and why I feel like you should be using Syndwire is because of the automation behind it, okay? And I'll go into that here in just a moment, but I want to touch on a couple of other things. So first of all, let's just go in here like we're going to create a campaign. So you can see right here, we click on campaign, and you see I've got a few listed here. We just simply click new campaign, and we can go in here and select the profiles that we want for this particular campaign. So let's just say, for example, that you've got a particular niche or a particular client that you're wanting to promote. You can set them up a set of profiles all across the board, from Facebook to Twitter to these different platforms with LinkedIn and whatnot. You can set them up a specific one, right? And when you do that, you can save that as a specific campaign. So we will just name this, let's just say if we're doing Phoenix Plumbing, we're going to do Phoenix Plumbing campaign. And then we'll go down here, we click save. And you'll see we've got now a campaign with Phoenix Plumbing, okay? And so what we do then is once we get ready to publish our bookmark or publish our status updates, we simply go here where it says publish, and we go to status update, and this is where we can enter the status. And this, you can enter spun content right here, so you can enter any kind of spun content that you want to in this status bar right here. And then you just click right here where it says add article spinning, and then you select the date that you want it to go out on. So you say I want it to go out on this date right here, and you select the network. So you'll just pick either the campaign, or you can pick individual profiles that you want this to drip out on. Okay, it's very, very simple. Now, once you do this, the bookmarking is the same exact way. You just go in here, you enter your title, you enter the URL that you want to bookmark. And again, this can be your YouTube video URL. This can be a PBN link. This can be one of your social brands. If you're doing this for a client, or if you're branding a particular Facebook fan page or a Twitter page, you could do that right there. And then you enter the description, and it's the same way. It's very, very simple to use. Now, I wanted to show you real quick. This service is really important when it comes to rankings, because you want to make your sites look real. You want to have this social interaction. You want to have these links from these high authority sites. And that's just going to make your site look real, because let's face it, when you go to a site, what happens? You've got the social sharing icons. You've got links coming in from all types of different sites. So that's what you want to make it look like. Now, this is where it would come into play when you want to rank a YouTube video. You would come in here, you would add your YouTube video, you would publish as a bookmark, you would publish it as a status all across these different platforms. And then if you've got some blogs, you can add to the mix and embed those as well. Now, the cool thing about this is, like I said, the automation, which I'll get to here in just a second. But up until this point, there was only a couple of other services that you could really use. Now, one of those is Hootsuite. Okay, so I've been using Hootsuite for the last few months as well, and I set this up, and I wanted to kind of just show you what this does. This will allow you to, syndicate content across Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn primarily. Those are the main three. I think it will syndicate up to 4 or 5 different networks, but not a whole lot, right? And if you look at this, your Hootsuite, in order to do Hootsuite, you're looking at this starts out at $9.99 a month, okay? Now, the only thing about this is this will allow you up to 50 social profiles. Now, I know it says 50 included up to 100. You automatically think, well, this has up to 100. In order to get to 100, you actually have to pay more money to be able to have that many included, okay? So it only includes where you can add 50 profiles, all right? Now, if you look at Syndwire, right? If you look at Syndwire, let's just go back here to the accounts. There's no limit on how many accounts that you can have. You can set as many accounts up as you want to, okay? So you're not limited based on the accounts. And by having this, you're looking at 50 social profiles, and this is $10 a month, right? And then they limit you on the message archiving and whatnot. Now, if you wanted to do something where you had unlimited social profiles, this is where you actually have to call them, if I'm not mistaken, and request a interview. And I'm pretty sure this is pretty expensive. But while this is loading, let's move on to OnlyWire. OnlyWire is the only other one that would allow you to do this, where you could actually send out bookmarks and whatnot, and it would post to 50 different social networks at once. Okay, but the thing about it is, even though you're posting to 50 social networks, this is only one profile for each network. Now, if you want the multiple users, or the multiple users for each site, then you have to upgrade to OnlyWire's Enterprise Edition. And this is kind of hidden inside the members area of OnlyWire. They don't publish it on their homepage. But you'll see right here, want multi-user functionality and unlimited networks and feeds. You have to upgrade in order to do that. And take a look at how much this is. This is $959.88 if you pay with annual billing. Now, if you were to go monthly, this is still going to run you $99, okay? So with OnlyWire, you're looking at an annual billing of $959. With Hootsuite, the only thing that you're given an option is $10 a month, but you only have the option to add 50 different social profiles, and it will only post to 4 different profiles, and that's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then I believe there's one more. I don't remember the name of it. That's something that I don't use. So as you can see, comparing Hootsuite, OnlyWire, and what they have to offer, Syndwire is a whole lot better of an option because you can actually use multiple profiles for each of the sites. So you can have multiple profiles. As you can see, I've got 5 Facebook profiles. We go over here, we've got 5 LinkedIn profiles, 5 LinkedIn groups, 5 Twitter profiles, and you can set this up to randomly post to these and randomly use these accounts for your submissions. Not to mention the special offer that you're going to be getting since you're on my list as part of being one of my subscribers and readers of my newsletter, and since you've bought some of the previous products of the deal that I've worked out for you and the bonus package that I've put together, which we'll touch on here in just a bit. Before I do that though, I wanted to show you a simple way of automating this entire process, right? So if we go back to what we were talking about before, which let me pull up the presentation mode here, which was automating the process. So anytime we come out with new content, we have hundreds of profiles to pick from that we can use to share and like our content and get social sharing and get links from high authority channels, all done automatically, okay? So the way that this works is through the RSS feed option. So basically what you do, and this is what I've used Hootsuite for in the past, basically what you want to do is you want to come in here to the RSS feed section and you just simply click new RSS feed, okay? Now the way that this works is, let me just pull my diagram up. Let's just say you've got a PBN or a blog. This can be a money site or it can be a PBN, and you're wanting to automatically, get backlinks from these sources that we talked about, okay? So you can have your Syndwire account. You can basically get the feed from your PBN, and it's very simple to do. This is not hard at all. You can get the feed and you can plug it into your Syndwire account, and Syndwire is going to go out automatically to these accounts that you have in your dashboard, and it's going to send links to this private blog network, okay? So if you just look, let's just look at an example here. Let's look at my Traffic Diesel site. We'll look at it. So the trafficdiesel.com/feed, if you pull this up, this is what it looks like, okay? And if you look at it in Firefox, this is what it looks like, okay? So it's a lot prettier in Firefox than what it is in Chrome. But you can take that feed and you can drop it into Syndwire. You can just enter your URL, which in this case would be trafficdiesel.com/feed. If you've got a WordPress blog, then it just ends in /feed. And then you can just pick right here to post randomly. And it's going to randomly, anytime this feed is updated, in other words, anytime I make a new blog post, to trafficdiesel.com, then this is automatically going to go out to these accounts and update them with links from those accounts, okay? And again, like I said, this is primarily what I've used Hootsuite for in the past, was using the RSS feed option. So in turn, what this is going to do is this is going to build the authority, this is going to build the trust to the Web 2.0 blogs, to your private blog network. And something that's cool that you can do with this as well is your YouTube channel also has a RSS feed that you can plug in right here. And what will happen is anytime you publish a new YouTube video, Syndwire is going to go out, and once that RSS feed is updated, it's going to go out and share and post to these different accounts, okay? So you can create an RSS feed just about anything, but this is the way that I'm automating the process of building trust and helping build the authority to my private blog networks. And like I said before, you can use this also with your YouTube channels, and you can also use this to help rank videos. Now, I've showed you how to use the status update, how to publish a bookmark, as well as the blog post. And then I've showed you how to automate it with RSS feeds. And then we've even looked at the competition, and I've showed you why Syndwire is a much better option than Hootsuite as well as OnlyWire, not to mention the features that's built into it, but also with the investment in Syndwire, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. Right now, I want to shift gears though and talk about the special bonus package that you're going to be getting once you invest in Syndwire through me. So let's go ahead, let's shift gears, let's get back to presentation mode and talk about what you're going to be getting. So by now you're probably thinking, okay, Derek, this sounds good and all, but get on with it. How much is this going to cost me? Well, before we get into what the investment is of Syndwire and the special deal that we've got cooked up, I want to go over the fast action bonuses that I have for those of you that invest in Syndwire through me that's going to directly complement the system. First of all, I'm going to show you how to set up your PBNs the right way with my Secure My PBN training. This is going to show you how to stay under the radar with Google and how to protect your private blog network over the course of the long haul. There's a lot of misinformation that's out there. I'm going to show you the right way to do it, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it, and you'll see how to set up blogs, your own private blog network, super cheap, and how to stay under the radar as well to avoid any footprints. Bonus number 2, you're going to be getting access to 30 days of my inner circle. So you're going to be getting 30 days free of my inner circle where we get on the phone every single week in a group call. It's very private. I've not opened this up. It's been probably 10 months since I've opened this up to the public, and you're going to be getting access for 30 days with the training of what's working now. So you're going to be getting access to previous trainings. You're also going to be getting access for the next 30 days free of charge, and we'll be getting on the phone and you can ask your most pressing questions about what's working right now. You can brainstorm with someone that's actually in the trenches testing different strategies. You're going to be getting access to a private Facebook group for the next 30 days where you can ask questions about, a different technique, a different strategy, or about, maybe a specific site that you actually have that you're needing some help with. Bottom line is, I'm going to be there over the course of the next 30 days to help you and to help you implement the system that Syndwire has. Bonus number 3, I'm going to give you my Yahoo Pipes training. This is something that I've never released to anyone before, but I'm going to be showing you how to implement Yahoo Pipes and to take the RSS feeds and to automate the process using Syndwire. Okay, so this is something you don't want to miss. I don't know of anybody else that's teaching this, and you're going to be getting that free of charge once you invest in the Syndwire program. Bonus number 4, I'm going to be giving my tube marketing system. This will show you how to put YouTube on steroids. There's a lot of information out there that's just straight up, just not complete when it comes to marketing on YouTube. I'm going to give you the goods when it comes to how to monetize YouTube videos and how to rank them as well. Bonus number 5, you'll see where I'm getting Syndwire accounts set up on the cheap. You'll see where I'm getting these accounts set up super cheap. I'll give you links to the people that I'm personally using when it comes to outsourcing this task, because you don't need to be setting up accounts and all that stuff. It'll take you forever to be able to do that. This, you can just hire someone, they can go in, they can add them into your account. That's what I've done, and that's what I recommend that you do as well, and I'll give you the links to the people that you can implement this as well. So to get all this, all you got to do is go to trafficdiesel.com/Syndwire. Again, it's trafficdiesel.com/Syndwire. There's only going to be 100 of these bonuses available. Now, let's talk about how much. As part of this special charter membership and the special rollout that Syndwire and myself have put together, you can invest in Syndwire at $199 a year, or you can invest in the system for $299 for a lifetime. Again, all you got to do is go to trafficdiesel.com/Syndwire. The thing about Syndwire, there's no complex software to learn. There's no complicated linking patterns or anything like that. It's super simple. Literally, you plug in your private blog network links, you plug in your brandable social links, you plug in your YouTube videos, and then you turbocharge those with these high quality, highly authoritative links. And over time, it's going to boost the authority. It's going to boost the rankings of your money sites as well as your video rankings. So let's go over the bonuses again of what you're going to be getting once you invest in Syndwire through my link. First of all, you're going to be getting my Secure My PBN training. This is where I'll show you how to properly set up your private blog network and stay under the radar. Bonus number 2, you're going to be getting 30 days free of my inner circle. We're going to be getting on the phone in a group coaching call every single week over the next 30 days. I'm going to be sharing with you what's working now. You can ask your most pressing questions. You can ask questions about specific sites. Literally, I'm going to be with you every step of the way to help you implement Syndwire. Bonus number 3, I'm going to give you my Yahoo Pipes training so you can automate the process of submitting RSS feeds and plugging them into the Syndwire system and getting the most out of RSS feeds and getting the process automated. Bonus number 4, I'm going to give you my tube marketing system where I show you how to optimize your YouTube channels as well as ranking videos in the fastest time frame possible. Bonus number 5, you're going to be seeing where I'm getting accounts set up dirt cheap. And again, special charter membership for Syndwire, you can invest at $199 a year or $299 for the lifetime. Obviously, the lifetime is obviously a much better deal, so I would highly recommend that you jump on this. Again, go to trafficdiesel.com/Syndwire. Go ahead, do that now while the bonuses are available and while this offer is still around. So anyway, this is Derek Pierce. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the members area.